I think the Otto Warmbier story and what we just found out is a perfect distillation of what I mean when I'm talking about North Korea. It's fucked, it's bullshit, and Americans still choose to lie about it and embellish, okay? It perfectly describes my position on North Korea. Does that make sense? Coroner found no obvious signs of torture on Otto Warmbier. No, I don't care about that. I never thought that he was tortured. I thought they just like fucking beat his ass and they killed him, right? It doesn't matter if they fucking tortured him or not. They killed him. Details surrounding Otto Warmbier, a 22-year-old American student who died in June after being detained in North Korea for 17 months, were released this week by the Hamilton County Coroner's Office in Ohio. The report, an external examination, not an autopsy, describes 4.3 by 1.8 scar on Warmbier's right foot. Parents Fred and Cindy mentioned the scar during an interview when they broke their 3-month silence. How do you get a scar that covers the entire top of your foot? Coroner's report did not include this last detail. It describes a number of smaller scars, but does not contain details as to what caused them or how long they'd been there. The report also offers information that seemingly conflicts with the parents' account. His bottom teeth had looked like they had a pair of pliers and rearranged them, Fred Warmbier said. However, the coroner's report says the teeth are natural and in good repair. Hamilton County Coroner Dr. Lakshmi Code Samarko addressed the discrepancy, speaking at a news conference Wednesday. She said her team, which included a forensic dentist, evaluated Warmbier's body as well as various scans of the body. I felt very comfortable that there wasn't any evidence of trauma to the teeth or jawbone, Samarko said. We were surprised at the parent's statement. Fred Warmbier told CNN on Wednesday the family will not be commenting further. A North Korean foreign ministry spokesman on Thursday denied Warmbier was tortured while in North Korean custody, according to a report. On Tuesday, Warmbier's parents described what they saw when they approached the plane that returned their son in June. We weren't prepared for this at all. Halfway up the stairs, we hear this loud, guttural, howling, inhuman sound. We don't know what it is, Fred Warmbier said. He's strapped to the stretcher, and he's moving around, jerking violently, making these howling, inhuman sounds. Warmbier's eyes were darting around. What? Okay, well, the parents are fucking lying. I don't know why, but he still died. So the parents are distraught. Yeah, you're right. I should say the parents are distraught. Not even chewing the shelf. She just put her head on it and resting on it right now. I don't know why she loves that so much. The parents are basically used by the Trump admin. There's some good videos on it. How do we know they're lying? I'm confused. What do you mean? How do we know they're lying? You're reading an article that in basically the kindest terms possible is saying that the parents are lying. Where is the media literacy or just literacy in general at this point? Like, this is fucking CNN, okay? If you search North Korea, if you name check North Korea in CNN, you will see that they portray North Korea in the worst ways possible as well. This coroner's report apparently says the opposite of what the parents were saying. Go to the 30-second. Wait, what? They did a whole documentary on it? That's crazy.
Time. Well,
but what caused the brain injury? Waterboarding? Electric shocks? A suicide attempt? All possible, she says, including Pyongyang's own explanation.
if they gave him something to sedate him that made him stop breathing for a period of time, a long enough period of time, absolutely.
Her specialists also examined the scar on his foot. Their findings were inconclusive.
I can't argue with anybody that says, hey, this could have been caused by electrodes. It could have been, but maybe it was something that was placed in the skin that got infected. That could have been too. So there's nothing specific about that healed scar.
What remains is the allegation that Warmbier's lower teeth were forcibly twisted. Yet, the coroner says there would be signs of trauma.
This is an example of the changes that he had in his lower teeth. The forensic odontologist looked at it as well and agreed that there was no trauma at all to those roots. And you can't pull teeth out and then rearrange them and put them in different places without there being trauma to the roots. If I had any...
Yeah, that sounds so fucking stupid. It's just, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Any evidence and concrete evidence that there was a criminal act here, I would be very loud about it and would definitely be stating that. Unfortunately, the evidence we have does not point to anything in particular as far as this is what happened to him.
At first, the coroner withholds the results, out of respect for the mourning family. But in her mailbox, she also found warnings.
It felt vaguely threatening, and that I was being disloyal to the president, and that I shouldn't disagree with the president, especially in such a public way.
Efforts to get to the bottom of the Warmbier case have resulted in countless files and articles. Much of the information is contradictory. Establishing the truth would also pose a challenge to the federal court in Washington, where the Warmbiers file a lawsuit against North Korea, with the help of government-friendly experts and lawyers. Pyongyang does not contest the case, and the trial takes place with the plaintiffs only. And strangely enough, without Flückiger and the coroner appearing as witnesses. One expert witness urges the judge to hand down a spectacular verdict.
Lawsuit against North Korea, isn't that just pro forma? Otto Warmbier's family was awarded $240,000 from seized North Korean assets. I mean, good for them. Good for them. Like, ultimately, like, the dude died. You know what I mean? It's still fucked up. It's like, I'm not going to fucking sit here and act like that's normal or good. You know what I mean? Yeah. He died under their custody. It's still... And also, it is perfectly reasonable to want to try and steal something from North Korea. Okay? Like, so both of those things are absolutely valid. Like, if I'm going to North Korea, I want to steal some shit too. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that people that have gone to North Korea that I know personally have stolen shit. Like, don't say that. No, it's fine. Like, it's bullshit. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to uphold this fucking psychotic standard. And he should not have been murdered under state custody, basically, for the crime of, like, being a fucking bro who wanted to take something home with him. Like, that's dumb. It's dumb as fuck. So I hope people understand my position on that. I think it was a poster. Like, I think he wanted to steal a poster. I have a joke to lighten the mood. Why is North Korea like gingers? They both have no soul. Just kidding. Gingers and North Koreans. Just some wordplay. Fucking got him. Yeah, he stole a poster and was like thrown in jail for like it was a. Yeah, he was released by North Korea in a vegetative state and died soon afterwards. Attempting to steal a propaganda poster from his hotel, for which he was sentenced 15 years of imprisonment with hard labor, which is just imprisonment in America as well. But still, fucking bullshit. It's absolutely bullshit. And the parents deserve money in that regard. I think that maybe they're embellishing a little bit, but I like. I think the Otto Warmbier story and what we just found out is a perfect distillation of what I mean when I'm talking about North Korea. It's fucked, it's bullshit, and Americans still choose to lie about it and embellish, okay? It perfectly describes my position on North Korea. Does that make sense to you now? Do you understand it a little bit better? Like, no, they didn't fucking rip his teeth out and like torture him for no fucking reason, okay? But yes, there should have been no punishment for his like understandable desire to fucking bring home a goddamn memento. And yet he still got punished for an incredible amount of time. And also died at the end, which is ridiculous. But like, if you're running around saying like, oh, in North Korea, like everyone is forced to get the same haircut as Kim Jong-un, like that's not real. That's just made up.